Yeah. Okay. So the recording we have started here now. Amit is yet not ready with the presentation. So right now we are taking Asha's presentation. So Asha, you can start your presentation.
Yes,
And
sir.
this is yeah, second day, second slot. This is second day of our season 3, second slot, and you all are making presentations on American literature.
Very good afternoon to all of you. First, let me share my screen. Okay. So today I am here with second day and second presentation, which is on American literature. And my topic for today's presentation is visual representation of the Old Man and the Sea. So let's begin. First of all, let's see what are some of the objectives of presentation. So this presentation tries to highlight how the Old Man and the Sea visualized by different artists after it is written by Ernest Hemingway. And this presentation also try to see that how characters, events, and some of the scenes of Hemingway's novel are later been illustrated by a wide variety of artists in a wide variety of media over the years. So these are some of the objectives of my presentation. Before we go into deep in presentation, let's see some of the synopsis of the Old Man and the Sea. So the novel is all know that very famous for a very well-known quote: "Man can be destroyed, cannot be defeated," which is written by American author Ernest Hemingway and published in 1952. So this story is about Cuban fishermen who fight against a fish named Marley, and he got this prey of this fish after 84 days of struggle. So this story also highlights a struggle between man versus nature, and this also shows some kind of resistance against defeat, that if a man destroyed by physically, but mentally he cannot defeat if he decides. So as you know that my topic is visual representation of the Old Man and Sea. So first let's see what is visualization. That beginning of 21st century marked as a rapid development in technology, and because of that it is become easier for a people to share their views, and whatever they do, creative writing, creative art, it is become easier to share with people. So after the public after the publication of the Old Man and the Sea, there are many artists who inspired by Ernest Hemingway and try to retell his story in a similar form or sometimes in a different form, and they used to put their creative writing on online database. So and there is one quote by Adam Singer, that in a world increasingly saturated with data and information, and visualization are a potent way to break through the clutter, tell your story, and pursue people to action. So visualization allow people to explore their own individual artistic abilities, and they can put their creative writings on online, so everyone can access that. So let's see first that how the Old Man and the Sea is seen as a political cartoon, which is prepared by, this is a political cartoon, and this cartoon is prepared by Edmunds S. Waltman, which is published in 31st October 1972. And if we see this cartoon, then the cartoon published before the presidential election in 1972, which is in United States. And here you can see a man sitting on a small boat. This man represents George McGovern as a fisherman in a small boat. So the McGovern, George McGovern, who represent the Old Man in the Old Man and the Sea. And during this election, George McGovern is the opponent of Richard Nixon, who won this election. But George McGovern tried to make excuses over him that he is not a good president, and in that way he tried to abuse him. But at last, Richard Nixon win this election. So this is how politically The Old Man and the Sea is seen by one artist, Edmund S. Waltman, during the presidential election in 1972. And it also McGovern also tried to put an abuse on Nixon, that he is creating the war issues, which is going on 1972 during that time, which is Vietnam War. Then the second representation is The Old Man as a Guido Silla comic book, which is published by Walt Disney Company, and the arts in this particular comic book is illustrated by Guido Scala, who is an Italian artist. So this book is appeared in 1987, and this book is a short form of The Old Man and the Sea. So The Old Man and the Sea is around 100 pages, and this artist, through his artistic abilities and through his cartoons, tried to compress this book into 22 pages. And there is one character, some characters are included in this book, which is named Ekua. So he is troubling in selling toys, and then he get idea that how to attract visitors to buy his toy. So he organized a kind of fishing competition, and during this fishing competition, one shark came here, and that shark mess all the things, and then this Ekwa get an idea to call MacDuck, who represent the old man in The Old Man and the Sea. And this character MacDuck came here, and then he tried to fight with the shark and tried to catch him. And then after catching the fish became the one of the attractive for tourists who came here. And the one similar thing which we can notice in the novel as well as in this comic book is that one significant feature which is same here is a tourist. That how tourists used to look at the fish and the skeleton of the fish. In both the story we see the skeleton, that after a fight only skeleton remain there. And third is The Old Man as a Bob the Angry Flower web comic. So web comic is a series of a comic strip which published in the form of online database. So Bob classical sequel regarding this Old Man and the Sea is also known as The Old Man and the Sea. And paintings in this web comic is illustrated by Stephen Notley. And one major thing which we can make compare and contrast between this two texts. So here first let's see the web comic. So this web comic is divided in 8 parts, that different 8 parts, and in this 8 part the whole Old Man and the Sea story is covered in this 8 part. So but one comparison and contrast which we can do in this both web comic and the novel is that the novel support the socialist idea of society, while this comic book tried to say the capitalist idea of society. Now The Old Man and the Sea is a graphic novel. So graphic novel, which we can see that there is a rising trend during this time. So this graphic novel is illustrated by Corbin Wilkins, and this graphic novel is in 18 panels and 385 words. So he say Corbin Wilkins compares Hemingway's story to a fable and notes that a virtue of his graphic and textual compression of the story is allow the strength of the plot to shine through in its most distilled form. So this graphic form allows story to represent his views in a very compressed way. So this graphic form is also became very interesting, in which we can say a lot many things in a very small format. So these are some of the references from which I have taken the information. And thank you. If anyone have any question, they can ask.
Yes, Bharti or Dara, if you have questions, you can ask here.
Yes. As you refer the first, second example of the Old Man of the Seas adaptation, the Italiana Guido Scalo's comic book. In this comic book, can we see the conflict between man or nature?
Okay. Second, Guido Silla's comic book, which is illustrated by Guido Silla, and yes, this is the book published by Walt Disney, and this story is whole covers the basic story of the Old Man and the Sea. So, in which we can completely say that conflict between the man and the nature. So Ekwagi is a character who trouble in selling toys, but when he get idea to attract the tourist by organizing a fishing competition. So here we can see the relationship between man and nature, and when we used to see the conflict between man and nature, so we can see the character of Macduck. So Macduck would represent the old man, and Macduck tried to capture or try to defeat the shark, which mess all the things in this fishing competition. So here, similar way, as we see in the Old Man and the Sea, in a similar way, there is a conflict between Macduck and the shark. So there we can see the conflict between man and nature.
Okay, it was good. You also used these references. The sources were used by you. That in this article, that is a good point that you have did. So you get full point because of that. In the last criteria in the rubric, we have that how you are using the sources. That is very important, and that is what is done by you. So it is well prepared, and very well used resources are found in your presentation. Okay, next one.